After today's dose of tech, stay tuned for an incredible call for my weekend show, The Kim Commando Show. And this is a conversation you're not going to want to miss. It's Christmas Eve. Santa and his elves work all year to deliver toys to kids all around the world. Wondering where Santa and his sleigh are located right now? For over 60 years, NORAD's online Santa tracker has traced the coordinates of Rudolph's red nose, a GPS marvel, in real time using top tech like radar, satellites, and even fighter jets to pinpoint its bright red light. That's not all. NORAD's got a Santa tracker hotline where you can actually speak to one of Santa's workers. They answer more than 100,000 calls on Christmas Eve, so you could say they're experts. You can find the Santa tracker and number on the NORAD website. Head to noradsanta.org right now for live updates. That's noradsanta.org. Hey, be sure to leave out those milk and cookies. You could win a brand new iPhone. Enter to win right now at commando.com/win. Yes, another brilliant call from my weekend show. You're going to love it. Here it is. David in St. Petersburg, Florida.
I've had a digital camera for about 20 years now. Not anything fancy, not the $30,000 Nikons or something like that. But, I've been taking pictures for a long time. And I was sort of looking through all my storage. I've got a couple of computers, and they have hard drives, and then I have sort of portable backup drives and things like that. And I looked through it, and I found out I've got 155,812 photos.
Oh.
Okay. And what it is most of them are backups of copies or copies of backups or all these things, but you can literally fill up a whole sheet of the Windows file manager with the same photo. And I'm trying to find some sort of automated software that would eliminate all these duplicates and just get it down to a manageable amount of storage space and stuff like that. Ideally, it would be something where it would take the original photo and then also copy off to one of the backups and a copy off to the backup and maybe throw a picture up on the cloud or something like that.
Well, let's talk about how to clean it up first, okay? Because that's our first step, right?
Okay, yeah.
Because, you sitting there going picture, keep, delete, keep, delete, keep, delete.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how old you are, but that's going to be like, I don't know, you had 20 years worth of photos. I'd say at least another 10 years getting rid of the dupes. I mean, so we definitely...
Well, I understand. I mean, and I don't take pictures of my meals at restaurants and things like that. I'm not one of those people.
Well,
so I think maybe I could have maybe 2,000 photos, but that's not even, it's a little over 1%.
Yeah.
Or maybe I have twice that, but you see what I'm saying?
No, I totally get where you're coming from, because this is a common problem. It's not just with you, it's everybody, especially when you start looking at all these different type of backup mediums, and you have backups of backups, and then and then it's like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Because it's just get overwhelming. It's like, because way long time ago, sounds like you remember when we'd have like 36 exposure film and that's all you got. Okay.
Right. I know. I mean, some of these are like little, they're tiny, 72 DPI and they're 5x7 sort of, because that's what the camera at the time did.
Exactly. So let's talk about the software. What you're going to get is a program called Duplicate Cleaner Pro. And it's really easy to use. But I think what you're going to like about it is that the Pro version, it uses a little AI, and it will actually analyze the actual image content. Okay. See, some of the duplicate photo finders, it'll look for like the same file name, the same file size, the same date. Okay. But because you got multiple days and multiple years where you've been backing all this stuff up, it may be the same picture, but can't find it because it's only going on that certain criteria.
Well, also, I had a hard drive crash, and so I did a recovery from that, and it grabbed most of those photos, but then it didn't name them the same thing, and it didn't record the date the same, and all that kind of stuff. So
It's
I can
just
see
a
how
mess.
the AI would help.
It's a mess, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mess. Okay, so you could use that. There's also, there is another tool called VisiPix, VISIPICS. You might want to try that. Both of these have trial versions, so you might just want to download both and put it on a folder and see which one actually works the best for you. So you're going to look at Duplicate Cleaner Pro and VisiPix. And by the way, there's a tool from Microsoft that's free for Windows called SyncToy. It's been around forever. And it will help you keep these directories in sync. So you might want to take a look at that. But also keep in mind, some of these programs, they want to do it all automatically for you. Just make sure that you select the option that you can actually review them one by one if you want to. Then I'm not saying that, if you need to, if you want to. By the way, if you're on a Mac, the new Photos app that you have on your Mac and on your phone, by the way, it actually has a duplicates folder. Now, you may be unaware that this even exists. And so if you have never looked, I did myself when it first came out. I haven't looked at it for a while, but when it first came out, I think in the spring, I had like 3,000 duplicate photos. And I admit, unfortunately, there were some duplicate photos of like spaghetti dishes and ramen noodles. So if you're on a Mac, make sure you check that. For everybody else, again, VisiPix Duplicate Cleaner Pro. Thanks for your call today, Dave. Hey, huge thanks for tuning in, folks. And if you've got a question that's burning a hole in your brain, just drop me a line. Head over to komando.com, with a K, of course, and tap Email Kim. Yes, I do read every single question. Now, for tech insights you can't afford to miss, grab my free daily newsletter over at getkim.com.